Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Mariana binti Ma'ruf and my partner Ani Zulaika binti Kamal Arifin will present to you our research study on the factor influencing career choice among undergraduate students in Malaysia. We will start our presentation with a research background. According to Kaminsky and Behran 2015, the study showed that the career choice is a global problem faced by the adolescents, including developing countries. There are three factors that influence the career choice, which is personality, family, and peers. The purpose of this study was to examine the factors influencing the career choice among undergraduate students in Malaysia. Next, our presentation will be continued to the problem statement of this study. According to Katikia 2011, the study shows that choosing career is a major turning point in students' life. Yes, many students are unable to express any choice of career. The other problem statements of this study is, according to O2 2000, when students decide which career to choose for, the challenging matters in these actions is on matching the selected career with their ability and family prospects. Then we will move to the research questions and research objective. There are three objectives in this study, which is first, to determine the relationship between personality factors and the career choice among undergraduate students in Malaysia. Second, to determine the relationship between family factors and the career choice among undergraduate students in Malaysia. Third, to determine the relationship between peer factor and the career choice among undergraduate students in Malaysia. While the research questions is the reflections from the research objective. Next, this presentation will be continued by the next presenter.
I'm Ani Zulaika binti Kamal Arifin will continue presenting about literature review and conceptual framework. I will explain detail about the independent variable and dependent variable based on the conceptual framework. And in this part also, I will propose our hypothesis based on the literature review. So our dependent variable for this study is the factors influence career choice among undergraduate students in Malaysia, and the independent variables are personality, family, and peers. The first independent variable is the personality factor influence the career choice among the undergraduate students in Malaysia. According to Holland, his theory states that a career will be chosen based on individual's personality and his preference. His theory came out with several personality traits which are realistic, investigate, artistic, social, enterprising, and conversational. This theory can be supported from a study from Porter and Ambeck on how their personality affect the academic decision. It's proven that the science studies will be chosen by investigate personality, while students with artistic personality more preferred towards social science studies. Therefore, the hypothesis that can be created from this is there is a relationship between the personalities factor and career choice among the undergraduate students. Second, about family factor. According to Nevin, there is a positive relationship between family and career research. A high motivation from family can result to build self-confidence in students to choose their future career. A study from Sarwa and Azmat proved that an individual can easily affected by family decision. So our second hypothesis is there is a relationship between the family's factor and career choice among undergraduate students in Malaysia. For the third independent variable, according to Ellie and William, peers is a socialization process that affects someone's preference and it can influence other people in making decisions. Krosno, Kavanagh, and Elder also support that peers can influence the career choice based on their interaction and opinion toward each other. The hypothesis that we propose from this literature review is there is a relationship between the peers factor and career choice among the undergraduate students in Malaysia.
Now, let's continue to research methodology. Our chosen research design is quantitative method, whereby this method allows to reach a higher sample size of respondents. Next, our populations of this study is undergraduate students in Malaysia. For the sample size, we had choose 409 respondents and we use simple random sampling as our sample technique. Next, the data measurement. We choose Likert scale as our scale measurement, where it will be labeled from 1 to 5, which 1 is strongly disagree and 5 is strongly agree. We use questionnaire as our data instruments, which consists of 5 sections. Section A is demography. Section B is the dependent variable, which is career choice. Section C is a personality. Section D is a family, and Section E is for peer, which this is a independent variable. Last but not least, Pearson correlations is being used as our data analysis. So, we will continue to research findings. There will be a demographics. For the first demographic is gender. As we can see, the females have the highest percentage of gender, which is 65%, involving to 266 respondents. For the age 21 to 23 years old is the highest percentage, with 60.1%, with a frequency of 246 respondents. Next, Malay had the highest percentage of race, which 57.9%, with 237 respondents for the frequency. For institution, as we can see, IPTA recorded the highest frequency, where 257 respondents with a 62.8%. Lastly, for the current semester, second years are recorded as the highest percentage with 36.2% and 148 respondents. Our presentation will be continued to the main findings. The first objective, we had used Pearson correlation and get the result of p-value with 0.542. Thus, the hypothesis is rejected. Next objective also use Pearson correlation with the result of p-value is 0.315, which this hypothesis is also being rejected. And the last objective, the p-value result by using Pearson correlation is 0.799, and the hypothesis is also being rejected. So we can conclude that there is no relationship between the three factors, which is personality, family, and peers, with the career choice. Hence, the research questions has been answered.
Next part is research recommendation. Our first recommendation based on the finding is to improve self-personality knowledge among students. A knowledge about individual personality can help students to plan their career because they are able to identify their own skills and ability. By creating career planning program, the undergraduate students will be able to gain knowledge on how they can plan on their future career after they graduated. Career planning program is one of the initiatives that they can be done to educate and provide them an exposure about the personalities type, so that they can mismatch with their preference and academic studies qualification. Therefore, their advanced knowledge on this personality can make them easier to plan their future career. Second, creating awareness in family about the importance of implementing motivational and psychological guidance in students' career choice. Families are responsible to motivate their children in matters of career choice. From our finding, we want to emphasize to the family for them to be aware with their children's opinions regarding to the academic and preferred future career. Awareness is also a part of motivation that can be given by the family because it also will affect the career decision making. In terms of psychological guidance, families should not force their children to follow their goals because it will affect the student to make a choice as they will feel being controlled and burdened. With a good moral support, students are able to be more confident in build their career opportunities when they feel motivated with their own decision. Lastly, encouraging peers to be an informative person. Peer influence cannot be underestimated as it was found to be influential in career choice. It can be done through peer interaction because students are more likely to accept advice from their peers as they trust them than other sources. Therefore, it is important of peers to be more knowledgeable and informative person regarding on career topic because they can influence their peers, especially students, to choose a good and decent career to be approached. Next, research limitation. The first limitation of this research is poor quality of respondents' answer. Our finding result tend to be insignificant due to the poor quality in the respondent answer, as there is no big difference in the respondent answer between the strongly agree and strongly disagree based on the questionnaire given. However, most of the past researchers claim that these three factors, which are personality, family, and peers, showed significant result towards the influencing in career choice. So, we assume that the undergraduate students choose this kind of answers due to the pandemic COVID-19 situation and resulting to have a difference between the independent variable and dependent variable, whether independent variable increase and dependent variable decrease or vice versa. Therefore, we are on the opinion that the current situation has affected the students in determining the career they want to pursue because the job opportunities are being limited. Therefore, at this moment, career planning is not a priority and they will accept whatever type of job they will get after graduation without questioning the salary payment even if it is not qualified with their academic achievement. Second, the study was conducted quantitative only. In order to make strong analysis on the results of the survey, data must be collected from all aspects. We want to conduct research using qualitative methods is to collect data directly from respondents, such as interviews, because the trend of inaccurate data will be very low. Due to the movement control order, we are unable to communicate face-to-face with the interviewee and was unable to use qualitative methods. Although there are other options such as video conferencing, respondents are indeed difficult to be reached. Therefore, for future research, the interviewee method can be variable, which can be paid attention in order to obtain a solid judgment on the results of the survey. Third, enhance the scale of the study for future research. Career choice topic can be chosen for other future research to study them on high school students and the postgraduate students. For future researcher, they may study more on the peers factor that influence the career choice because there are limited resources regarding this factor when doing this study. Plus, there are many factors that influence career choice that can be used for future research as our study is just covered for personality, family, and peers. In conclusion, the purpose of this study is to determine the factors influencing the career choice among undergraduate students in Malaysia. Our main factor in this study are personality, family, and peers that influence the career choice. Even though our study has insignificant result, this study can be practical and useful to be applied by the society. By reason, this study managed to identify the issues that exist due to the weakness of factors in influencing career choice among the undergraduate students in Malaysia. That's all from us. Thank you for listening. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.